Hey, this is Koki Pirate, and this will probably be like the finale. I might take a break before going on to the next dungeon, if for nothing else to grind. But I'm going to be taking on the omnibus of the factory. So, going to places, factory. Are you excited for this?
I'm listening to Steam Powered Giraffe.
Okay. Well, you told me that you never really got particularly far along the story, or you never really went into the story at all. So
Yeah.
we go to the north and to the west. I think this is a new room, so I'm going to read it. The cavernous chamber is filled with a cacophony of sexual moans.
Cacophony.
Cacophony. See, that's why I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Um, Rows of harnesses are spaced evenly throughout this room, nearly all of them filled with delirious looking humans. Each is overendowed with huge breasts and a penis of elephantine proportions.
Ew.
The source of their delirium hangs down from the ceiling. Groups of hoses that ends with needles buried into the poor girls in quotation mark flesh, pumping them full of demonic chemicals. Constant sucking and slurping noises emanate from the nipple and cock pumps as they keep the victims in a state of near constant orgasm. You wish you could free them, but it would take the better part of a day to get them all free. It would be better to find the control room and shut down the infernal machinery. There is a doorway to the east marked with an exit sign above. Along the southern wall is a stairwell that leads up to some kind of foreman's office. Perhaps the controls are there? Yeah, I go that way. To the foreman's office. The office provides an excellent view of the factory floor through a glass wall along the north side. Towards the south side of the room is a simple desk with an even simpler chair behind it. The desk surface is clear of any paperwork, and only has a small inkwell and quill on top of it. There are a few statues of women and men at the corners of the room. All are nude and appear to be trapped mid-orgasm. You wonder if they are statues or perhaps some kind of perverted petrified art. The north has a glass door leading back to the factory. There are two other doors, both made of very solid-looking metal. One on the east wall and another on the south, behind the desk. The one behind the desk is marked "Premium Storage," though it appears to be locked. A nearly nude demonic woman is standing behind the desk, appraising you. She is gorgeous in the classical sense, with her curvy hourglass figure that radiates pure sexuality, untamed by any desire for proper appearance. Shining black gloss encapsulates her bubbly lips, while dark eyeshadow highlights her bright red eyes. The closest thing she has to clothing is a narrow band of fabric that wraps around her significant chest, doing little to hide the pointed nubs of her erect nipples. Her crotch is totally uncovered, revealing the hairless lips of her glistening womanhood. She paces around the edge of the desk, licking her lips and speaking. "So you've made it all the way up here, have you, champion?" In quotation marks, champion. "Too bad you've wasted your time. Have you figured it out yet? Have you discovered why you were sent here with no weapons or blessed items? Have you found out why there are no more humans, or why there are more humans here than anywhere else in the realm? I'll tell you why. You weren't a champion. You were a sacrificial cow, meant to be added to our herd. You just got lucky enough to get free. Part of you wants to deny her, to scream that she's wrong, but it all makes too much sense to be a lie. And the evidence is right behind you. On the factory floor, all those women must be the previous champions, kept alive and coming for years in order to feed these insatiable demons. The demoness watches your reaction with something approaching sexual bliss, as if the monstrous betrayal of it all is turning her on. Yes, she coos, you belong here. The question is, do you accept your fate, or do you fight it? And as fun as it is to accept, I want the game to go on, so I'll fight it.
Eh,
Yeah, you strike a combat pose and prepare your beautiful sword. She smiles and saunters around the desk, letting something bulbous and fleshy drop free from between her nether lips. You watch in shock as it hardens into a dick, growing right from where her clit used to be. She taunts, "Like what you see, Cal? I'll be sure to visit you in the pens." So yeah, you weren't a champion at all. Zataz was supposed to drug you with that lust draft and bring you over to the factory.
That's a
Uh,
big plot twist.
yes, quite a bit. I mean, the thing is, I almost never read through it, so just now you notice this. The woman in quotation marks before you is clothed only in a single strip of fabric that wraps around her bountiful chest. She has striking red eyes that contrast visibly with her blue skin and dark makeup. Shiny black gauze encapsulates her kissable, bubbly black lips. Her most striking feature is her crotch, which appears neither male nor female. She has a puffy wet vulva, but a cock-shaped protrusion sprouts from where a clit should be. So yeah, I'm going to be stinging her because the bee sting is a lot more effective than teasing, though you can only do it for a limited amount of times. Despite your best efforts, your sting can't penetrate the omnibus overseer's defenses. The demoness grips her sizable breasts and squeezes, spraying milk at you. You sidestep the gushing fluids. Okay, let's try this again. That also didn't work. The demoness blinks her eyes and knits her eyebrows in concentration. The red orbs open wide and she smiles, licking her lips. The air around her grows warmer and muskier, as if her presence has saturated it with lust. Okay, your groin tingles warmly. The demon's aura is starting to get to you. Wow, I'm having some pretty bad luck. This might be a game over, which would be the
No.
which would be the first loss that I recorded. But yes, that also was ineffective. Yeah, she already did that attack. I might get lucky. Oh no. The Omnibus Overseer mutilates you with her powerful claw. That was 60 damage. Come on. Wow, yeah, I'm just really unlucky right now. I suppose I should try a different tactic. I probably could have teased her into submission by now, but it's too late. Oh, now I get her when I die. Searing pain lances through the Omnibus Overseer as you manage to sting her. You watch as she staggers back a step and nearly trips, flushing hotly. The Omnibus Overseer mutilates you with her powerful claw. You stagger into the desk, clutching tightly just to stay upright. Sensing victory, the demoness sidles up next to you and pushes you into a chair. Incapable of resisting, all you can do is watch as she opens your red high society bodysuit for easier access. She steps back and admires her handiwork as she gives you a thorough looking over. "I have just the thing for a woman such as you. I've been crossbreeding parasites developed in the deep jungle, trying to create the perfect slave maker. You get to be my first test subject," she says. She sees the look of fear creeping into your eyes and pats you comfortingly. Oh, don't worry. It'll feel really good. If anything, you should be honored to be assisting in an omnibus in her experiments. She opens one of her desk drawers and searches briefly before her eyes light up with recognition. "Here we are," she says as she pulls something free.